So today we're going to be talking about the season 2 finale of The Newsroom. You guys know I love me some Aaron Sorkin. I love this show. I don't care what other people say, because I know other people complain about The Newsroom. I don't care, because I love it. So let's talk about it. Now before I start, I want to tell you guys, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video for my pick of the best and worst moments from this episode. So I felt like this episode had a really huge, an obvious overarching theme. To me, it was a lot about kind of forgiving yourself. You know, kind of like looking at your past mistakes and realizing that you need to get over it, you need to move on, there is hope, life does go on. So let's quickly talk about where we kind of saw that theme played out. We definitely saw it in Mac and Will's relationship. I loved it. I loved, you know, that conversation that they had in the makeup room. And then finally, you know, you get him to be kind of true about his emotions as he proposes to her at the end. That was so epic. I was not expecting that at all. And I loved it. I loved everyone's reaction, and it was just kind of awesome. We also saw it played out in Maggie's, life, basically, with herself as she kind of gets over what happened to her in Africa, and then with her roommate Lisa, you know, as they finally kind of talk. I can't even imagine that kind of best friend, you try to steal my boyfriend business. And then of course for everybody, like with the entire newsroom, we kind of see them forgiving themselves for the whole Genoa business. I must say that I have enjoyed that kind of storyline, and the thought that that could happen in a newsroom, that they could make a huge mistake like that, is just kind of scary and awesome and thrilling, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so you guys have waited long enough. Let's talk about my picks for the best and worst moments. Let's start with the bad first, and that would have to be the whole storyline with Jim and this girl, Hallie. Like, Hallie as a character, I don't know, I just never connected with her. I didn't care about her. The fact that she's still around and he keeps, Skyping with her, it just was annoying, and I really just didn't care. So I hope Hallie doesn't make it to season 3. She would be my worst moment, not only of this episode, but of this entire season. Now, my best moment for this episode, you guys, would have to be Sloane and Dawn. I loved it when she finally realized that he was the one who had, you know, bought the book. And then she just marches into the control room, grabs him and kisses him, and then gives him the book. I absolutely loved it because I love them. I love the thought of them. I have completely shipped them for a while now. And so I was kind of glad to finally see that happen. I think my absolute favorite moment was just a short little sweet moment at the very end of the episode where you see him kind of walk up to the studio, and she looks up and he's looking at her with this smile, and she looks back at him, and it's just like they had this kind of connection, and I just loved it. I just thought it was great. It was sweet. It was romantic. It was like, come on, it was awesome. I do think that she really is one of my favorite characters on the show. I just think she's hilarious, and I mean, the whole bit in this episode where she kept trying to say something on air and she kept getting cut off for breaking news, it was just hilarious, especially when she's like, come on! I would love if somebody on the news really did that. Overall, you guys, I really loved The Newsroom season 2. Word of the street is that there is going to be a season 3 for The Newsroom, but I don't think it's officially been announced. I wouldn't see why there wouldn't be. There better be, because it was just great. I loved this episode, the way it ended with just this sense of hope after a season that's really just kind of been rough for the entire newsroom, and for all of these characters have gone through just kind of crazy transformations. So I love that feeling that we're headed into something good. We're headed into something hopeful and new, and weddings and happiness and kind of getting over crap that we need to get over. So there you go. Don't forget to check out my other newsroom reviews, you guys, and some of the other 9 million shows that I review on a weekly basis. Also check me out on Twitter at WatchwithPoppy. Sometimes I live tweet if I'm in the mood. Sometimes I'm so into a show that it doesn't happen, but you know, you never know. Also follow me on Instagram, and then you can see what the heck I'm doing every day. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye bye. And you should subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Woohoo!